Alright, so today I'm going to be talking to you about an event in my life that taught me a valuable lesson. So, basically, so what today is, moral of the story is, don't let somebody pressure you into doing something you don't want to do, because that's what happened to me, and probably everybody else too. So, it was in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, my hometown, where I graduated high school. Anyhow, it was my junior year, right before school started, so we're teenagers, we want to go do some stupid stuff before school gets started again. So, we decided to go what's called a ramping. That's when you're in a vehicle and you hit a bump going fast and you get airborne. Ramping. Yeah. So, we decided to go do that. And all of our surroundings, we're like on a narrow road. It's dark. It's cold. It's all farm areas around there. So there's all kinds of crop fields and everything. So we're just back out there. There's gravel roads on there, so we're on a paved road. So, we get to where we're about to take off. And they decided to throw me in the back where you put groceries. We had 7 people, 2 up front, 3 in the back, and then, 4 in the back, actually. And then you count me. They decided to throw me in the very back where you put groceries. Yeah, that's me. Put me back there. Like, all right. Like, no, let me out. There's no seatbelt. No, I don't want to go 110 miles an hour and no seatbelt. She locks the doors and takes off. It's not. Like, okay, well, I just gotta let it play out now, right? There's nothing I can do. So, we're going up. We're very close to this ramp. We're at like 95 miles an hour, and you see a headlight. Basically right where that ramp is, where we're trying to hit. We get to that ramp right as we hit that ramp, and we land. We hit the very front hood of our car or whatever, we hit like that. We hit it. Like, okay, great, we survived that. And now we gotta survive this car going 100 miles an hour at night. There's nothing you can do. She had a busted headlight as well. Right when we hit on impact, her headlight's busted. One of them did. So we only had one working, so it was harder to see. So we hit the ground. So now they swerve off, and the other car coming swerves off into like a ditch, sort of. We swerve off into the cornfield, swerve back onto the road. But going 90 miles an hour, you can't control a car very well. Especially if you're not going in a straight line, it's impossible. We swerve back into the cornfield, and now there's a telephone pole right there. I'm talking feet in front of us. I was like, well, I didn't die on that ramping or the car, but I'm going to die to a telephone pole afterwards? Sure. No. Somehow we missed that telephone pole by foot. Inches. It was so close. We missed it. Anyhow, finally, 400 yards out, we finally came to a stop. And then paramedic cops rolled up within minutes because apparently some neighbors had heard us yelling and screaming, and they heard the impact from whenever we hit the ground. Everybody was alright. To this day, I think it was funny, but at the moment, no. Moral of the story is, don't let somebody pressure you into doing something you don't want to do.